This story takes place a month before the lockdown we're currently dealing with this year. It was early February, and my brother Arthur and my friend Junior the Smiling Man and I were bored and at my house. We usually just watch scary stories and talk about recent events such as sports, music, and local news. We were pretty bored and we were thinking of ways to entertain ourselves. My friend Junior talked about haunted places he and his friends went 2 years ago. One story in particular was about a haunted road called Stagecoach Rd, which is a very narrow dirt road surrounded by trees where some people have reported seeing ghosts and hear children laughter throughout the woods, and also there were reports of childlike handprints in the back of a woman's car. His stories were interesting and they sounded like fun, so we started researching online for haunted places close by. In under a few minutes, we found a haunted hotel nearby called Con Hotel in Jefferson, which is about 50-minute drive away from our town. We decided to go the following day because we still needed to find a route to take us to the hotel. The next day came, and around mid-afternoon, our friend Junior met my brother and I at our house. We both hopped in Junior's truck and went to go get a bite to eat. And then afterward, we went to a nearby gas station to fill up on gas, and we were on our way to go to Jefferson. We took many back roads and empty streets to get to our destination, and in just under 40 minutes, we made it to Jefferson. It was a small town with a lot of buildings and small businesses. I checked the GPS on my phone. It said that the hotel would be in the downtown area, so we headed in that direction. When we reached the downtown area, we saw a large number of people in the nearby bar right next to the hotel, and further down the street was completely deserted. My friend Junior found a parking space right behind the hotel. He parked his truck and we all got out and started to walk to the front side of the hotel. But sadly, we would all be disappointed because in the front of the hotel was a big sign that said, "Hotel for sale." We were all confused. We checked their website the day before to see when they would open and what time they would close, and the website said they are open till midnight throughout the week. We were all quiet and were thinking of what to do next. We thought of going to another haunted place in the area, but we couldn't find the way. We wasted time and gas getting here just to see a for sale sign on a haunted hotel. We were discouraged on what to do next. But my friend Junior had an idea. He suggested going to Stagecoach Rd because it was nearby. My brother and I agreed, and I started typing the address on the GPS, and we were on our way to go to Stagecoach Rd. It took us half an hour to find the place, because it was hidden in between multiple roads and the GPS didn't give us the exact location. We drove to a small road that led us to the actual road. There were trees covering both sides of the road, and in the far right of the road, I saw a pair of glowing eyes in between the trees. My heart sank, and in my mind, I was thinking, is that a creature? Is it a person? Could it be a ghost? I didn't notice at first, but when I was saying those words, I was actually mumbling quietly, and both my friend and my brother could hear me. They both laughed and they explained to me that it was just a deer and I was being paranoid. I felt dumb and I just chuckled to myself and thought maybe I'm going crazy. We then entered a different road and quickly spotted a church with a sign in front of it, giving a quick summary of the story of Stagecoach Rd. It was a little creepy being that the church was surrounded by woods and the only light shining was the street light close by. We kept driving and spotted 3 houses on the left side of the road. A few feet ahead there was an intersection of dirt roads going in 3 different directions. We chose the one that led us going forward. As Junior drove to the dirt road, he lowered the windows and turned off the music he was playing and was driving slowly, and it got very quiet. The only sound we heard was the tires spinning in the dirt road. I grabbed my phone and started to record. The road was surrounded by trees in both directions, just like in the beginning of the road where we came in, and there was no other road on the side. The only way was moving forward, or to go back we had to reverse. I was still recording the road, and was trying to wait and see something paranormal or see a silhouette of something, but nothing seems to be happening. Junior's high beams were acting up. It kept switching from on and off. Junior's truck has an automatic sensor that switches from high to low beam if it detects any car. We were a quarter mile into the haunted road when out of nowhere we saw a pair of yellow lights coming from behind us. They were far away, but we noticed them because the only lights in the road was coming from the high beams in Junior's truck. Junior and I were confused for a second, but when we both expressed concern, I stopped recording and I was freaking out. I told Junior, "What is that car doing, and why is it following us?" We both were thinking the same thing, like maybe whoever it is in the car was trying to kidnap us or something, or possibly wanted to kill us. Also, it's not like a highway or a busy street. This road was empty before we got there. I told Junior and my brother that it's strange how the car just appeared out of nowhere. Did it follow us with the lights off? That's impossible, or we would have seen it, right? I was shaking, but Junior told me that we needed to find a way out. So I quickly stopped recording and checked my GPS and tried to find a way out of the road. But my phone kept glitching and was telling me that we had to turn back and there was no other option. I told Junior, and we both made the harsh decision of turning back. He said that he can also turn on his LED lights, that way he can blind the car that was chasing us. We had one chance of making it out alive, so he quickly tries to slam the brakes and started to reverse the truck to make a U-turn, which is pretty difficult considering the road was very narrow, and at some point, we thought we got stuck from a hole that was to the side of the dirt road. With a struggle, we finally were facing the car that was chasing us. We were terrified but had to keep going and think of a plan to make it through the other side. In less than a second, Junior pressed the accelerator and started driving towards the other car, and for a split second the other car lights turned off and completely disappeared. We were confused but kept driving towards the direction where the car was, and we started to freak out when we made it back to the intersection of the dirt road. How did the car vanish in thin air? I can't believe it, I told Junior. He told me there was no way the car could drive back, because if it did, we would have seen the red lights in the back of the car. We immediately drove out of there, and both me and Junior were making theories on what the hell we just saw back there, and that the whole thing just didn't make any sense. We asked my brother Arthur if he saw the car that was following us, and he said yes, but he told us he wasn't paying attention to it because he was listening to music on his phone and he thought we were just going to a haunted house. My brother probably misheard me saying haunted house instead of haunted road. We started to head back to our town, and on the ride home we were all talking about what we just witnessed and that we didn't just imagine it in our heads. We all agreed that we just saw something paranormal and that we have never experienced anything like that before. To this day, it bugs me that I didn't record the part of the headlights that appeared on the road. Maybe because I just froze and didn't have a clue on what to do, or I was in a fight or flight mode, and the only thing that was in my head was to get the hell out of there. This has been a very creepy experience for me, and it's something that will haunt me for a long time. Surely people think that this was made up, or I'm just bluffing. But all I know is that what my friend Junior, my brother Arthur, and I saw that night was nothing more than paranormal.
hard part is I can't make a fucking U-turn.
What's up?
Yeah, for some reason my high beam lights won't work because I have the auto.
Bro.
And it won't go brighter than that. But I could do it like this, see? But if since I have the auto thing,